Big Tractor Power fans, this video comes to you from a Western Kentucky winter wheat field where a John Deere S770 combine equipped with a Shelbourne Reynolds CVS 28 stripper head are harvesting the crop. This is a popular method of harvesting winter wheat in Western Kentucky, and each year when I show this style of harvest in Big Tractor Power YouTube videos, viewers have several questions, such as why is the straw left standing so tall in the field? How does the header work in gathering the grain? Can it pick up down winter wheat? And why does the farm like having this tall straw left behind after the harvest? We're going to take a look at all those questions and answer them in this video. So let's head out to the field and take a look at this harvesting process. Here we can see the winter wheat crop is ready to harvest. Just amber waves out here in the field. These heads are dry and ready to go. And that's where the stripper head really is effective in just coming through like that, taking that grain out of there and putting it in the bin. We can look over here where we can see there was a little extra nitrogen overlap here on the headland where the boom crossed and gave it a double dose. This wheat's fallen down and matted, and we'll watch the stripper head be able to pick this right up. You know, it's still a little green down in here, but the heads are really, they're ready to put some seed up in the bin. We can look at this one and see that it also will crumble and it's ready to have those seeds harvested as well. It'll lift it up and do a good job in harvesting the entire crop, whether it's dry or green stem. If the grain's ready to go, this header, we'll put it in the bin. It's matted and down, and the harvester came over and got some part of this area. It's taken all the crop in, harvested the seed, and left the green stem behind. This Class 7 John Deere S770 combine, rated at 391 horsepower, equipped with a 300 bushel bin, is a perfect match for the 28-foot wide Shelbourne Reynolds CVS 28 stripper head. This stripper head works using 8 rows of stainless steel fingers that sweep through the grain, lifting up just the seeds from the plant, leaving the rest of the winter wheat stalk completely intact and standing. This type of harvesting puts a lot less wear and tear on the combine, putting only the grain through the machine, leaving all the straw out in the field and very little to thresh inside the combine. It also allows the combine to harvest a little bit earlier in the season when the winter wheat stems are still green, but the grain is ready to go, and that's important for staying ahead of severe thunderstorms that can pop up during the harvest. This header can also be used to harvest a variety of small grains, including rice, oats, barley, and other crops. It cannot be used to harvest row crops such as soybeans or other grains, but it has a great advantage in taking in the small grains, being able to work earlier in the day and later at night, even when there's a little bit of dew on the stems of the plant. It's able to sweep through and gather the grain. As the combine heads back across the field, we can see just how little material is actually passing through the machine. Just the husks that surround the kernels of wheat are flowing back out of the combine. The rest of the straw is left standing in the stem, completely intact. This offers a great post-harvest advantage to Western Kentucky farms using the Shelbourne Reynolds stripper head. Farms in this region of the country plant a second crop of soybeans right behind the combines as they're harvesting the wheat. Being able to plant and harvest 2 crops from the same field in 1 year is a big economic advantage to farms in western Kentucky. Here we can see this operation using 295 engine horsepower John Deere 8295R tractors with John Deere 1795 split row planters. These planters can plant 16 rows of 30-inch spaced corn, and here we can see them putting in 31 rows of 15-inch spaced soybeans. Let's take a minute to watch these big tractors and 40-foot wide planters at work out in the field, and then I'll talk about the advantages that this standing straw offers as a seedbed for the double crop soybeans. As the planter seeds the soybeans into the ground, we can see how it's worked through the standing wheat straw. Again, the stripper header came right through, removed all of the seeds and left the head intact and left all of the straw. The grain is harvested, and we can look down here and see how the seeds have been placed into the soil through no-till, and now they have a canopy over them to prevent weeds from growing, and also they have shade, and the stalks will help save moisture in the ground from rain, and this will be a good healthy crop that will grow over the top of this wheat. It will decay, and then there'll be a healthy crop of beans ready to harvest in October. Here we can see the field after it was harvested by the stripper head. All of the grain is gone and it's been planted into a second crop of soybeans, and we can take a look at the results of that planting. Again, when the stripper head came through, it simply took all of the grain right off the plant. You can see the head is still there, it just doesn't have any seeds left in it. The rest of the plant is left standing. It's 93 degrees out today, very hot out in this field, but this standing straw helps shade the plants in between the rows. You can see you're getting a nice emergence of beans down in there, and it's also an advantage because this straw holds moisture in the ground. It hasn't rained in about 5 days, but it's actually pretty wet right down there. I can feel dampness underneath the straw. That's going to help these beans thrive when it's going up close to 100 degrees, which is very capable of happening here as we head towards August in western Kentucky. I hope that you've enjoyed spending some time out in this western Kentucky winter wheat field with the John Deere S770 combine and Shelbourne Reynolds CVS 28 stripper head. I'd like to hear how you harvest winter wheat or other small grains on your farm. What type of combine do you use? Do you use a stripper head? Do you use a direct cut grain table with an auger? Do you rely on a draper head? Or do you swath your small grains and pick them up with a windrow pickup attachment on your combine? Let me know in the comments section below this video. If you would like to see more videos like this one, consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there's over 1,000 videos of farm machines in action. As always, thank you for watching.